Yesterday was the 4th of May, except for in the United States, where for reasons I don't understand, they write the date the other way around. In most countries around the world, the date is written by the day, then the month, and then the year. But in the USA, they write the month, then the day, and then the year. That is not a criticism, it is just an observation. So the 4th of May becomes May the 4th, in what is now globally known as Star Wars Day. Now, I'm a fan of Star Wars. However, Mrs. Disgruntled is something of a fanatic. So yesterday, we decided to watch the original Star Wars trilogy. Or rather, we watched what's left of the original Star Wars trilogy. Because for reasons best known to himself, after making 3 near-perfect movies, in the late 1990s, George Lucas decided he needed to fuck them up. I have never met anyone who thinks the original trilogy was improved with poorly rendered CGI making parts of the film look like a fucking PS3 game. For example, that bit in Return of the Jedi where they just shoehorned in that song. I cannot watch it. I have to fast forward through it. And then when my wife went to bed, I watched The Rise of Skywalker so I could have a damn good pervert Daisy Ridley. And that brings me on to today's subject, because Star Wars, like every other successful movie or TV franchise, has various pornographic versions of it. I've never really understood the demand for this type of pornography. Yes, I get that Carrie Fisher looks very sexy in Return of the Jedi, but that doesn't mean I want to watch someone cosplaying her getting fucked by a bloke dressed as Darth Vader. He's her dad, for God's sake! And it's not just Star Wars, there's porn parodies of Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, basically anything that nerds are into. Although that does go a long way to explaining it. But in some of the Star Wars porn, the actors and actresses are often dressed so that they don't even look human. And if that's what you're into, you're in luck. With the worldwide lockdown in place, the porn industry is booming. And if you're the sort of weirdo that watches Star Wars looking at the alien creatures with a bit of a hard-on, then there's a new VR club that'll suit you. Because if you are one of the world's most warped perverts who spends their time with a virtual reality headset on, masturbating furiously, but you're a bit bored of human women, Purple Haze may be for you. This is a CGI, strip and lap dancing club that caters for people with unusual tastes. Have you ever wanted a lap dance from an android? No.
Do you want to watch a naked alien pole dancer?
Still no.
Do you want to get a hand job from a cyborg?
What the fuck is wrong with you? But these are experiences offered by the Purple Haze Virtual Strip Club.
We have an android who needs her joints to be greased.
An alien who likes to polish her arse until it shines.
Another alien called Kira who asks, "What should I call you?" A fucking psychiatrist to be a good start.
It doesn't surprise me that this stuff exists. But who the fuck is it for?
Who are these people for whom humans are too boring and they get turned on by something from a computer programmer's nightmare?
I bet these are people who go out at night hoping the aliens will abduct them just so they can get anally probed.
Go on, get your whole fist up there.
I bet they love that bit in E.T. where his finger lights up.
But the person I feel the most sorry for is a guy on Instagram whose account is Purple Haze with the 3 Zs, the same as the weird fetish site.
So I imagine the world's weirdest perverts will be sat there, cock in hand, looking for the Instagram account of this very bizarre fetish club, and the first thing they come to is some guy just minding his own business. Imagine just putting a picture up on Instagram and within moments you get a direct message from someone called, I don't know, VaderFucker72, asking if he can put a model of Battleship Galactica up your arsehole.
Stay safe, stay sane, and support the NHS.
When you stop and think about it, the original Star Wars film is about a farm boy living in the desert who meets a bearded old man who's been on the run for years and ends up using a light aircraft to blow up a military base. Skywalker was a fucking terrorist.